Hello and welcome to this episode of the Weak Forms series where we're looking at the word you. So as always we start with the strong form. So what we see here is that oo vowel. So repeat after me nice and loud. You. Again, you. So that's the strong form, which hopefully you're very familiar with hearing. So when we're thinking about weak forms of words, normally we go to this schwa vowel, which is nice and weak, the tongue is relaxed in the mouth, and it's just a sound. So repeat after me nice and loud, So it's very relaxed, the tongue's having a rest, you don't really do anything, your mouth's hanging open slightly. If the schwa is still a bit of a mystery to you, don't worry, if you check out the notes below the video, you'll find links there to other videos that will help you with this sound. Don't worry at all, it's a bit of an enigma for many people. So if you're okay to move on, let's think about using the weak form of this word you. So here it is. The weak form with the schwa is simply y. So repeat after me nice and loud. Y. Easy. So what we're going to do now, a couple of times, is repeat the strong and then the weak forms, just to contrast them out loud. So I'll say each and then I want you to repeat. So strong, weak. You, y. Again, repeat after me. You, y. Fantastic. So that's how it sounds, strong versus weak. But let's have a couple of examples to think about when we might choose to go strong or weak when we're talking in natural sentences. So let's have a look at a couple of examples then. With number one, I would probably read this as, do you want a cup of tea? With the weak form, do you want? In fact, it's not the only weak form in that sentence. Do you want a cup of tea? So I could even make of, do you want a cup of tea? Very relaxed, very natural. If, I could make that strong. If there was some confusion about who I'm talking to, I could go strong. So if I said to, maybe I think I'm talking to a particular person, but somebody else answers, I might kind of shake my head and then direct myself at the person I meant to speak to and say, do you want a cup of tea? So I could go strong in that situation. It's entirely possible, but it's more likely that you're going to hear sentence number one with a weak, relaxed y. Do you want? In fact, most times that you hear a question beginning with do, this type of question is probably going to be weak. For example, do you want to go to the pub? Do you want to go for a walk? So that's going to be a really common weak form that you hear. Sentences 2 and 3 look the same. Maybe I'm in a cafe and I'm offering to buy the drinks and I say to my friend, what do you want? It would probably be weak. What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? I could go strong, and I've written it in capitals in sentence number 3 just to emphasize that difference, in a different context. So I'm going to read sentences 2 and 3 next to each other, and I want you to just take a moment to think about how different it sounds to you. So number 2, what do you want? Number 3, what do you want? You. What do you want? What can you feel different there? There's definitely that emphasis by going strong, you rather than y. And if I encountered that sentence in isolation, what do you want? My reaction would be, oh no, what have I done? I'm in trouble. It's very strong. What do you want? You. It's got this, oh, it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Oh no, what have I done? So that's just one example. Of course, the word you in its strong form has many uses, so I don't want you to worry about it. What do you want is just one example of how it can be used. But for example, maybe I bought a cake and I'm giving it to someone. This is for you. Oh, lovely, that's a strong you. That's nice. This is for you, as in specially for you. So you're definitely going to hear the strong form of you in lots of different situations. Some positive, some slightly less positive. The context usually is very important in this case. But I just wanted to give you a few examples of where you can hear it weak and where you can hear it strong. The best thing for you to do, notice I said you, because I'm directing it at you. It's important. You here is important because I'm directing it in your direction. What you could do next is you could listen to podcasts, TV shows, movies, that kind of thing, and listen for how this word occurs. Are you hearing people say you, or are you hearing them say yeah? That's my invitation to you. Get some extra practice by really listening out for this. One thing you could do is write down on a post-it note all of the weak forms that you're listening out for. So, and, the. There are plenty of them. If you check out the playlist, you'll see the other videos that I've done, but it might be worth having them on a post-it note and just having that somewhere near your screen when you're watching your favourite show in English, just to listen out and see if people are using these weak forms. The more you listen for them, the more you'll notice them, and that's when you really get to grips with this lovely element of spoken English. So if you found that useful, go ahead and hit like, and if you check out the homepage there, you'll find plenty of other videos to help you with your pronunciation practice. The pop-up should be there for the playlist for the weak forms. Slowly over coming weeks, I'm going to finish this series, so you should find plenty of examples in there for the other weak forms that exist in English. And of course, if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.